Alright. Welcome back to Nick Lenz's Comic Corner Classic Lesson on Classics. This is episode number 1647 and Doubleshot number 1541. This was the first of three comic corners in a row where it's nothing but Valiant trades. First up it is Rapture, which is a story. It's actually is a 4-issue miniseries that's spun off of a story arc from Ninjak. Yep, it's a cross between Ninjak and Shadowman. And yes, as you the cover, Punk Mumbo was here. Yeah, this spun off from the very third story arc of the series. The fourth story arc of Ninjak that deals with something that leads toward the end of that particular run of that particular series. This book is basically Ninjak going to like Dead World and basically dealing with the revival of Shadowman, who actually died at the end of his original ongoing series. Well, his not the ongoing series that Valiant published, the current continuity Valiant, and the first volume they published under the current Valiant. Yes, believe it or not, the current volume, which I will get to that, I actually had the first read of collect issues from the most recent volume. It's actually the third volume for the series under the current volume, despite the fact it's technically the fifth volume for the series. Yep, that's pretty much what this book is. It just lays groundwork for that. And also there's a reference to a mini-series I will be discussing in the very next episode that focuses on Punk Mumbo. I will be discussing in the future. It's a good supernatural series. It's nice the fact Ninja gets involved with this due to the fact he has connection to Punk Mumbo. Yep. Absolute really good miniseries. If you're curious who writes this, it's Matt Knott, the guy who wrote Ninjak. He didn't write Shadowman. No. Believe it or not, the original writer for that book was, let's see. Excuse me, because the second volume, which I read through the first trade of it, that was done by Andy Niggle. The current book, I believe, is done by, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's Colin Bunn. Let's see. The very first Shadowman book. No, this actually is not the book I'm looking for. Here it is. It's technically the fourth one. That was sixth one. I'm mistaken. This was done by the first book that Shadowman was involved had under the current continuity. But Justin Jordan, he wrote the book. Didn't last very long. Only lasted 16 issues. Now you're thinking, that's a surprise. 16 issues. Yes. And this pretty much picks up right after. Well, almost forgot. There was a mini-series called End Time. This basically is the next book that came right after that. Yeah. But this mini-series is just pure fun. Yeah. Love it. Valiant does do a lot of these miniseries. Not a long ongoing series per se under the current banner. Lots of miniseries. A lot of them do feature characters who still appear in the current continuity. You might be thinking, okay, this way a lot of these characters do get one. Punk Mumbo does get her own miniseries. I'll be discussing that in the next video. One character who does it is Geomancer. Geomancer has never had one. Live Wires had one, but not Geomancer. Yep. But this book is fantastic. I give this book roughly a 9.5 out of 10. Next up, it is the first trade to collect issues from the current volume of Shadowman by Colin Bunn. Yep. And yes, this technically is the sixth volume of Shadowman, but the third one under the current continuity. Yep, the third one. And here's a bit of a shocker when it comes to Shadowman. Shadowman has a strange tendency to, whenever he has a book, it doesn't really last very long. Yeah, because the first volume he had in the current continuity was 16 issues. The first trade of the previous volume, which I reviewed first trade for, that's 11 issues. You're thinking, really? 11? That's quite short. Yes, it is. The current volume, which I have the first trade for right now, this one is still ongoing. Despite the fact it's been taking a bit of a while to release these issues, because here's the thing. First issue comes out in April. Second issue, May. third issue, which is this book. This book collects the first 4 issues. Yep, first 4 issues. And after issue 4, like, apparently, like, the very next issue is supposed to come out in January. Basically next month. Why the heck is there a delay between issues? Honestly, I don't have any idea. It's particularly quite weird of why the heck it's like this. Basically, it's in a series of books for some reason. I don't really know why. Yeah. Oh. The pandemic. Well, actually, it was supposed to launch last year, but was... Yeah. Well, so for this one, it just basically... You just have Shadowman working with Baron Samedi, who appears in that miniseries as well. And just basically Shadowman series adventures. I like the new logo they gave Shadowman. It's not... Yeah, the one thing about Shadowman, if you ever see any of the previous books, either 4 or 5, the logo always looks different. Yes. Yeah, I'm not really sure why this is, but apparently the logo likes to change. Whoever is the writer of the book likes to change the logo for some reason. Excuse me. Yeah, dealing with some crazy supernatural stuff. But I do recommend checking this out. And plus, I gotta hand it to Valiant. Picking Colin Bunn to write Shadowman was a great idea. Why, you might ask? Because the guy has got experience writing horror. I mean, he writes the series Horror County for Dark Horse. And plus, the guy's very good at horror. And Shadowman is a horror character. I believe I think he's like Valiant's only horror character, if I'm not mistaken. Well, there's this one. Punk Mumbo, there's Rapture, Dr. Mirage, and Britannia. So there's a few, not a lot, but Shadowman tends to be still one of my personal favorite characters from Valiant. But this actually is really good. Yeah, I'm going to give that book 8/9 out of 10. Just 2 really good books. I mean, not really much else to say about these books. It's just that they're really, really good. The artwork. I should bring up the artwork here. I forgot to mention that before I close out this video. Yes. The artwork for Rapture. Okay, the main artist is Kafu, who does pretty much all 4 issues of this book here. And though with issue 2, he's been doing it with... Kafu does it with Roberto de la Torre. For issues 2 and 3. 4, it's Juan Jose Rip and Francisco Perito. Yeah, just really good artwork here. Gotta love it. Yep. In the case of this one, it's not... Yeah, this one is John Davis Hunt. Like, okay. The cover art is done by... The front cover is Francisco Fracovia. Yeah, that's his artwork. And Johnny Durenas. Yeah, that's the way Shadowman looks like now. Yeah, it seems like every artist who ever draws him tends to redesign him slightly. Also, for some reason, this book, there is no time of him basically going back to the regular black man he normally is. Yeah, Shadowman's black. Yeah. You might think, okay, now Shadowman is based in New Orleans, which of course this version is. This one is not meant to deal with New Orleans. It's basically outside New Orleans, this one. Excuse me. But I'm curious, though, why the heck is the delay between issues 4 and 5? In the case of this book, I don't really know, but at least to complete the first story arc. Yeah, I guess that they basically just want to do a series of books, basically give a period of time or something. Who knows what the reason could be. Yep. Okay, so that's the particular view. Stay tuned for next view, which is going to be 2 Valiant miniseries. Yep. Next video. Bye.